Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make the SELFIE Bassline by Chainsmokers. So just to give you an idea of what that sounds like, we're going to play it back and then get started on the tutorial.
I really need one. But first, let me take a selfie.
Okay guys, so I'm going to be showing you how to make this sound in just a few easy steps. It's actually very simple. All you need is Massive and a series of other plugins, which I will put the link to at the bottom so you can go ahead and get those plugins too. So Massive you will need, that's the bare essentials. Sausage Fattener comes in very handy, as well as the LFO tool, which acts as a sidechain compressor. Now if you don't have this, I highly recommend you get it. And if you don't, then you can always use a different sidechain compressor too. So I've got Sausage Fattener, the LFO tool, as well as the Enverb Reverb, which is a stock plugin in Logic. If you don't have this either, don't worry. You can always get a different reverb to match the sound. So let's get started here, guys. I'm going to show you the bass line that I have, and then we can get started. Okay, perfect. So to get started, you want to go ahead and load up Massive there. I've got all the parameters all set up over here, so I'm just going to remake it so you guys can follow along. Now, what you want to do is have your oscillator 1 on, as well as your oscillator 2, and your modulation oscillator. So on your oscillator 1, you want to make sure it's selected as square saw 1, wavetable position all the way to the right, intensity just below full, and amp all the way. You can turn off your filters and your noise and your feedback, and make sure you turn your inserts on because you're going to be using those. Now, on your oscillator 1, intensity just below full, amp all the way, and wavetable position all the way. That's all you need for your first oscillator. Your next oscillator you want to go ahead and have on square saw 1 as well, except this time you want to put the wavetable position all the way to the left and pitch it down by 1 octave, which is negative 12. Once you have that, intensity all the way and amp all the way, and make sure that you select bend plus on here for your oscillator 2, and for your oscillator 1 it should be on formant. Once you have that, you can continue to move on to the modulation oscillator, which we're going to go ahead and select phase. And as you can see on this side, I've just nudged it a little bit from the bottom, so just about that much will do fine. Next thing, you can skip these two over here and move on to your inserts. So on my first insert, I have the heart clipper, which can be found all the way at the bottom. Make sure you set your dry wet to all the way wet and your drive all the way. Now on your bit crusher, you want to have exactly that. So what you want to do is go ahead, select bit crusher all the way wet and crush it just under 12 o'clock. You're not going to use the filters, but one of the most important steps is that you go ahead to your oscillator here and make sure that it's the same settings as I have over here. So what you want to do is give the time just past 12 o'clock and restart via gate. Make sure that's on, and oscillator 1 should be at 90, oscillator 2 just below 270, and oscillator 3 all the way, as well as your modulation os all the way. If there's parameters linked to the vibrato, make sure you turn those off, and you take that all the way down. And make sure that on your internal envelope, your attack is all the way to the left and your decay is all the way to the right. Once you have that, we're almost done. So next thing you want to do is go to your voicing and make sure to select monophone and legato triller so you get that gliding effect through your bass line. Okay, once you have that, one final step in Massive is to make sure that the envelope 4 is set just like that. So the attack should come in just under the S and save, and your level should be all the way 100%. Once you have that, just to give it a little EQ splash, you want to copy this EQ parameter. Guys, make sure you pause at any point that you want so that you can copy the parameters. And once you have that, then we can move on to the next part of the tutorial. So at this point, you should be getting this sound. Perfect. Okay, so we're actually almost there, not quite. Before we continue, what you want to do is actually copy the parameters you have in the sausage fattener here. So Make sure that your fatness is on 29%, your color on 42. If you want to boost a little color, you can as well. So 29%, 42, and your gain at -7 or 7.5, either or. So once you have that, I'm just going to double check to make sure that everything in massive is correct. So we got this, right, envelopes, your oscillators, time, voicing, filters off. Oh, so EQ here, boom, and boom. Okay, perfect, guys. So once you have that, you've got your sausage fattener, your adverb. These are the parameters for your adverb if you have logic. If not, you can choose another reverb. And your LFO tool parameters. So very basic sidechain compressions, ducks every time the kick comes in. Okay, guys, that's everything. Thanks for watching. You can go to my website, www.vicomsounds.com, for more tutorials. I'm going to put the patch, the massive patch for this sound, on my Facebook fan page, which is facebook.com/vicomsounds, where you can download it for free. Please do check out the website, and if you need the plugins, they're going to be at the bottom of this video. If you have any questions, do leave a comment, and I'd gladly answer them for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.